I'm Alisa, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm here in my office at Serenity Writing Works with Abby.
Hi.
That was your cue. You did really well.
I listened well.
Yes, you did. So, if you get a moment, please hit that like and subscribe button below you. I'm also getting good at that.
You are.
Says my manager on my third video. Today, Abby's joining me to help me make this a little bit more interesting, and I appreciate it. I really do.
Of course. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you. Because we were trying to do a YouTube live, and apparently I found out, which I should have done a little bit more research as my part, that you need 1,000 subscribers.
I think it's 50.
Oh, that's good, because I think it's going to take a little work to get to it.
Okay, we'll get to 50 very soon.
Depending on how this video goes, probably fast. So, anyway, today Abby's going to help me talk about managers and firefighters. I was thinking I could have done this with a story like the other videos, but I thought it'd be more interesting if we just had a conversation about it, if you're okay with that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I did talk to you about it before.
You
so,
did.
Okay.
I have notes, don't worry.
But no script.
We'll talk about that. No script, but notes, yes.
Okay, great. Yes. So both managers and firefighters are protectors, but they have slightly different jobs. Sometimes they don't know that they're both in the same system, but which we found. Yes. So I've definitely found it in mine. Mm-hmm. So managers are proactive. So they're going to be in there trying to scope out things for you to make sure that it does, whatever has happened before doesn't happen again. Now, that's if you're with managers that are protecting a wounded part. We do have managers that aren't burdened, aren't wounded, that get us somewhere every day. Or remember how that their YouTube videos have to be recorded and edited. Obviously, I don't have those managers.
Yes, you do. But you had a manager that organized us and asked me to be here today. So
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You have a very nice validator.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I love that firefighter.
Yeah, you do. So, but anyway, we do have managers, though, that do get burdened and go into an extreme role, usually when we're very young. And they tend, since they're proactive, what they're trying to do is make sure that something happened before, like I said, doesn't happen again. So we're going to have like our controlling managers, our caretakers, our critics, and the list goes on. So you could probably hear my critics in there, though they were laughing. They're there. Yeah. Trust me, they're there. So
we all have them.
Yes. So Abby, I'm gonna, if you don't mind sharing, some of the managers you really appreciate.
Yeah, I did take some time to make a list just so that I could talk about the ones that I do feel really great and appreciative about, because I have a lot that I don't appreciate. So some of my managers that I enjoy and appreciate most times, my planner and my organizer, and my outliner. I like to have notes. I like to be prepared. I like to be prepared and well informed.
So how's the outliner and the are they a little bit different than each other?
Great question. I think they're all a little bit different because I wrote them down. I kind of got a little more specific in my list there, in my list making. But my outliner I think has to do with more of like the flow of how I'm going to say certain things versus the organizer of like, we're going to make a list so that you can refer to it during the talk and all of those things.
When somebody asks you to be on YouTube.
Right. So I think my outliner is more of like the flow of things. So they all definitely work together to really try to appear as perfect and well equipped, perhaps. Yeah.
Well, I have perfectionist parents that are managers for me, so I get that.
Yeah. So I do enjoy them, and I really enjoy I think you'll laugh about this one, is like my information seeker.
Oh, I love that part.
Yeah, and I wasn't sure, and I'm not sure, maybe we can talk about that, like not sure if it's a firefighter or a manager.
So that's a great thing to say.
Like I enjoy, like I think part of the managerial aspect of this part is like having the information. Like we are going to be proactive, we're going to be well informed. But then I can also fall down into like a rabbit hole of that being more of a distractor than like actually preparing for whatever task.
I mean, once something's happened.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. In reaction to certain stressors or things like that.
Right.
So, yeah.
Sometimes managers do react.
Yeah. But either way, I really enjoy that because I love to learn. I realize I'm not even looking at the video. I'm like talking with you. I hope that's okay. Yeah. Okay. I forgot. We're on camera. But yeah, I think I also have a sympathizer and a reassurer. So as you might, if you're watching this, have seen, you were a little unsure. And I was like, no, you're doing great. Kind of like that cheerleader of like, I don't know. I think of like in that Mean Girls movie where it's the mom is like totally inappropriate, but like, like so, but yeah, and that's more of a caretaker part and things of that nature. So yeah, that's some things that, you know, I mean, I have all the ones that kind of get me up and going to the gym and get me to work and all of those other things that I really do appreciate. Otherwise, who knows what my day-to-day would look like. But yeah.
That's really great.
Just a few of mine.
Did they hear that you're saying that? You didn't expect me to do that, I know.
I didn't. Can you see everybody shrink back?
No, you do not have to answer.
I have a sense of, appreciation where I'm not trying to, a lot of that kind of calm and quiet of like not trying to like have them over control or over exert themselves.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing them. And to be fair,
just who are your managers?
Yeah, I knew you were.
Don't look at my list. I want yours.
Said you're fine. So managers that I appreciate are the ones that are real detail oriented, because I have some real detail oriented, even though like I'm creative, which is part of the self energy that comes into some of my managers. They'll be very detail oriented about things. The managers that would make sure my kids needed stuff.
Like they were taken care of.
Yeah, they got their stuff and like they needed IEPs, so those managers. And the managers that make sure I remember friends' birthdays or are really thoughtful about planning for that stuff. Because I want to make sure. So it's like almost working with that self-energy piece, you know.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
Like that. I admire that.
Thank you.
Part of you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Of course, the ones that show up for work, or even when I was like starting my business, I needed a lot of managerial stuff. But to be honest and to be real, when we covered managers, I had some problems with my managers. I was like, oh God, I don't want to do managers. Yeah. But they were really important. I could probably do firefighters in another conversation. Yeah.
Part of me says that's totally fine.
Yeah.
I'm very managerial driven, so firefighters in a different video. That's fine
we can do firefighters in a different video, but managers, as you can see, are super important. It's just that sometimes they get in those critical shaming roles, and that can be a lot on our systems. So what we do when we bring that appreciation to them, I don't know how you felt, but for mine, they're like, thank you. They just kind of relax a little bit. And it's not even about them like having to do anything else. And it's never about parking away. But they're scared of it, especially the managers, I think.
Yeah, giving up control.
Yeah. But,
very scary.
Well, mine anyway.
Yeah, same with me.
But you can have a lot of different types of managers. However, if you enjoyed this video, like I said, push like. I'll put, and there's some resources in the playlist about IFS, and we'll be back to talk about firefighters in another video.
All right.
Thanks, Abby.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for coming in. And thank you for joining us.